All right. Hello, everyone. This is Hunter Doyle. I'm here with Nate Tusing, and today we're interviewing Tabyus Taylor, running back from Virginia Union, who just recently announced he's heading back for his senior year, which is really exciting. He's played in 27 games throughout his 3 years. Just an absolute tank. 509 carries, 2,800 rushing yards, 31 rushing touchdowns, and he can catch out of the backfield too. Over 660 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. So we loved watching your film. I mean, we're so impressed with your style of play. So thank you so much for this opportunity and for taking your time out of your day for us. We really appreciate it. Just tell us how you're doing with quarantine and how everything's going in general.
Oh, quarantine's going good. It delayed a couple things like pro days and things like that. But the bright side on this, I get to go back to school, get my education, finish strong. Looking forward to a great year back, going back to school.
Awesome, man. Good to hear it. So for the viewers who don't know about you, tell us a little bit about yourself and like your journey and how you got into football as a kid.
I think my mom signed me up when I was like 8. Her rule was if you was gonna be in her, if you wanted to go outside or anything, you had to play sports, no matter what sport it was. We played baseball, soccer, football. We even wrestled. So just growing up throughout my life, sports was just always second. Education, then sports. That's all my mom pushed. So after high school, I ended up at Virginia Union. Kept playing there. Had great 3 seasons. Ended up trying to come out early, due to the COVID. It kind of set things back. Decided to go back. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Glad to hear that. So tell us a little bit about like some people who have really been influential in your journey and like any role models you have.
I say my mom, strong woman. My dad. I have to say my godmom, my godmom, my dad, and my mom and my trainer has been big parts of my life. They pushed me to 100%, 110 if they could. So I have to give a lot of support to my girlfriend. She does her excellent job of handling everything that needs to be handled. So I have a strong team. I have to say my city, I have to give it to them. They support me a lot. My Virginia Union, the coaches, my teammates. So yeah, I have a strong support system.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got a great team, and it's even better when it's family, pushing you that extra mile. So what ultimately made you choose Virginia Union to go play football for?
Well, out of high school, I committed to Virginia Tech. I got in a couple of legal issues, so I ended up at Virginia Union. One of my coaches, a coach that coached against me in high school, actually recruited me to come to Virginia Union. So I came on Virginia Union. I actually set out my first year. So I set up my first year for I wasn't qualified yet. I wasn't all the way qualified, so I just focused on my education. Then the next year I was ready. Came out to spring camp and I did a good job. They offered me a scholarship.
Awesome. Yeah, and at Virginia Union, is there a specific coach or staff that has really impacted your play and helped you further your career?
I'd say my position coach. He gives me everything. He's on me every day about the little things, the big things. Coach Riley, he's a very disciplined man. He preached discipline, military guy, former military guy. So he's very on me a lot and just pushing me to be the best man I can be.
Awesome, man. Glad to hear that. It's so important to have a relationship with the coaches like that. I know me and Nate have been student athletes. It's really important. So you're listed at 6 foot, 225 pounds, and I hear you run a 4.4. And I see you break ankles on your returning kick, which is kind of unheard of at that size, man. So how would you for the viewers, kind of describe your play style, and do you like model your game after anyone? Because I've never seen anything like it.
I wouldn't say I model my game after anyone. I use like a couple people games. I try to use the power like Adrian Peterson. I try to use a lot of vision in my game. And some people label me as a power back. What I label myself as like an all-around back. I see myself as a 4-down back, a 3-down back. So I feel like I can do it all just with the opportunity and the chance I'll be really good.
I agree, man. I would not go up and try to tackle you if I was on the I'm not. So you guys have had a lot of success in your first year, even though you said you guys still went 6-4, and then 8-2 the year after that, and 7-3. So how important was locker room chemistry during that, and like just kind of being on the same page as all the guys?
That first year when I was practicing with those guys, so I was building a bond with those guys, even though I didn't get to play. The first year coming in, I ended up coming in, and our coach ended up leaving. My head coach ended up leaving. So we came into a new head coach. I mean, he got everything in order, from the discipline to the timing to what's really important about football. So we changed the season around, went 8-2, and I had to give that credibility to him, because he really came and changed the organization around.
That's awesome, man. You having that strong leader and a coach, can change a season and like that, get the people fired up. So tell us about some times where you had adversity in your life, and, how did you overcome those things, whether it's high school, college, just throughout your life?
Oh, well, after high school, I went to a prep school, actually. I went to Atlanta Sports Academy. So when I went there, I think we played at least like 6 games, and the season folded, and the whole school crashed. So it was like no more scholarships, no more nothing. So we didn't know what we was going to do. Nobody didn't know what they were going to do. We had to go back home. So we were all looking for places to go, and God blessed me with a chance to get on Virginia Union. I took advantage of it. I just kept working.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah. And you dominated Virginia Union. I saw in your games, you ran for over 230 yards, 3 touchdowns against Lincoln. So how did you become so consistently dominant? That, like, what was going through your head during the game,
Just to stay focused, just to do my job. My running back coach preaches, just do your job. If you do your job, everything's going to fall into play. Don't try to do their job, do your job, because that's what people look for. So I do my job, and I just run hard. I'm just looking to run north and south. That's it.
Love to hear that, man. And going off of that, I mean, you guys pulled off a big upset against Hampton not long ago. I mean, that's an FCF school. So it can be – I mean, you guys were 7-point underdogs from what I heard, and you guys won like 36-17, and you had a big game too. So have you always kind of been one for like the big moment, and you just kind of rise up to the occasion and have like a clutch gene in you?
I think it is the clutch gene. It might be the last name, but it is the clutch gene. I know I had a lot of clutch moments in my life. I failed a couple times, but I can say I had more clutch moments than when I failed. So I think I'm really born for that. That's what I'm born for, the clutch moment. I'm that guy. I'm that go-to guy.
Yeah, it's important, man. I mean, I know in my high school career, it was important to have those guys who you could trust when the big moments came up. So, I mean, that's really important and a big aspect. I mean, I'm sure next year when you go back into the draft, teams are going to really value that. So I've seen some of your plays. I mean, I already mentioned that at your size, you can still break ankles and make big plays. You're not just a power back. So tell me what your favorite play throughout your career was.
I think my freshman year on the field, they put me at quarterback. I think the second game of the season, they put me at quarterback, and I did it was in wildcat formation, and I did a quarterback sneak, and I broke for 93 yards. So I think, yeah.
Wow, that's something else. You don't see those every day. So you entered the draft, and then you decided to return for another year. So what kind of made you, change or decide to do that for your senior year?
I was ready for the draft. I was working hard every day. I felt like my pro day was going to be great. That's why I was going to get the most looks at. When the corona came around, it messed my pro day. I know I was like 3 days away from my pro day before they canceled everything. So that hurt real bad. Then, coming from a D2 school, I am coming from a small school, so my chances are very low. So I know at that pro day I can really show some coaches what I can do. So I didn't get that chance. So the best decision for me was to go back to school and dominate, and then I actually be able to get that chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, man. So you kind of just touched on it a little bit, how you come from a D2 school and you're an undrafted free agent. And we've been talking to some guys in interviews. We love an underdog. I mean, I'm from Philly. I mean, we have a lot of underdogs every year in every sport. So to talk to us, so you kind of embrace that mentality of kind of being an underdog and being overlooked by some of the scouts.
Absolutely. I mean, being an underdog is it's no room to fail. They don't look for you to be on top, so it's no room to fail. So all you do is just put your head down and you work and you work and you work until you show them that you're more than the underdog. And then at that point, you'll move from the underdog to the GOAT, and that's what I'm looking to do.
Definitely, man. And so we talked a little bit about your play style. You're an all-around back. Is there any part of your game that you think is like your biggest strength? And then is there something for next year, for your senior year, that you really want to work on?
I think my biggest strength is breaking tackles. I mean, like, it might sound weird, but I don't really try to break the tackles. I mean, it usually just like bouncing off me. So I think that's the strongest part of my game, and something I'm going to really work on next year is really blocking, taking control of blocking, let them know that I can really block very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Hunter said earlier, I wouldn't be able to tackle. There's not many people that could, and that team player aspect is so important. So, this whole quarantine has changed everything. The whole season's different. So, has it really changed for you with staying in shape and working on your game, or have you found some unique ways to train?
Okay, yeah. Me and my girlfriend, we've been running around the neighborhood doing push-ups in the house, sit-ups, and sometimes my trainer, he'll come open sometimes. He'll open his building sometimes. So we're taking advantage of that and just wait until all that's over so get more work in.
That's awesome. Yeah, hopefully this thing wraps up soon so we can get back to the grind. So talk to all the NFL teams out there and tell them what exactly they're getting with Tabyus Taylor in 2021. What's you?
Oh, you getting a complete player. You getting a hard-working young man. You getting a man that can give you 100% every game, every practice, every meeting. You getting a champion. You getting a winner. So looking forward to win. Looking forward to win the Super Bowl. That's what you're getting out of me.
Hey, man, I love your mindset. I mean, it's so important. A lot of guys don't have that type of mental game and mental preparation going into even not just put aside the film room. I mean, just having the mindset that you're going to go out there and just win at all costs, And I really want to just applaud you on that. I really admire that, man. Yeah. So we're going to move on from the football aspect a little bit and kind of wrap up with some get to know you questions. If that's okay.
Okay.
So do you guys have Wawa down in Virginia?
Yeah, we do. We have Wawa.
Okay. We love it. I mean, me and Nate used to go to Wawa every Friday for senior lunch.
Uh-huh. It's a vibe.
So we just got to know, like, what's your go-to Wawa order?
I gotta say, strawberry shake, milkshake. I gotta go with that. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I gotta go with. That's my go-to.
And then, yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, honestly. All right, a little bit of a different question. So we kind of get like all-around weather up here. So would you rather live somewhere where it's always snowing or where it's never below 100 degrees?
I think I gotta go with never below 100 degrees.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, because you can cool off that way. It's a lot easier to cool off than warm up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Now this is a tough one. You might not be able to, but who's the GOAT in your opinion in all of sports? Who's the GOAT?
I'm good with LeBron.
Ooh, all right.
Ooh. Gotta go with LeBron.
He's consistent, man. I'll tell you that much.
Respect, man.
And you'll probably never be asked this question after this, or never were. But if you could add anyone to the Mount Rushmore, as a face, who would you add?
Oh. I think I add Kobe.
All right, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's definitely that's a great one.
Yeah, I agree, man. We just want to thank you so much for your time, man. I mean, I know you're probably a busy guy and with workouts and everything, so we really appreciate you coming on here.
Thank you guys.
Is there anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Tabyus.
Thank you, guys.